Hello, people. Hope you are well. Good evening, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, Damo, Phil, Andrew, Ian Roberts. Hello. Thank you for your email. Much appreciated. Glad you had a good time. Jed Brown, hello. Imri, hello. BK, hello. Jerd, hello. Jerd, good. Gerard. Patrick, sorry we relegated you last week. Mr. Finch, hello. Mr. Stanton. I'm not talking Nitesh. You keep that badge up, son. I'm not talking to you anymore. Chris, hello. Darren, hello. Richard, hello. Ike, hello. AG, hello. Steve. Yes, Steve. I thought you said you couldn't make it. Andy Hawkins, hello. Mark Manfield, hello. Hopefully you got your email today. Sam, I hope you're well. And Dave Cass, hello. Right, we're going to do some one goal and out stuff in the second half in a minute. But Steve asked me a question via DM on Telegram. About how I found the Hibernian game. So whilst it's going to be half time, I thought we'll have a quick run through that. Afternoon, Tony Oni. It's very simple. It doesn't take very long. It's all along the same sort of lines of odds brackets, SG brackets, form brackets. For the ones in the newsletter, I mostly just use odds brackets, nothing else. And I look for teams in form or that are generating lots of goals one way or the other. Mr. Wavy, hello. I thought I saw Lincoln were winning earlier. That's still the case. No, 1-1 now. 1-1 now. Mr. Wilkinson, hello. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clear this down a minute. I'm going to call up share screen. Afternoon from Tenerife by the pool. It's all right for some. Afternoon, Barry. Right, let's present. I think I'd now to do this. Red card at Hatafi. Share screen. Let's get this bad boy up. Feel free to ask any questions while you're along. Getting there in a minute. Oh, flipping dairy, mate. Right. Which one is it? That one. That one. Yeah. Share. Bring that in. Right. Hopefully you can see that. I'll make myself disappear for the minute and then you can just focus on the feet. I'll make it a bit bigger. Let's get rid of that. That a bit bigger. Okay, so basically this is the weekend fixtures just combined. You can do it on a daily basis. I just try and work a day ahead because obviously we're busy at weekends. So that's just all the weekend fixtures. And what I focus on mostly is teams that are odds on. So one of the things about, I'm going to use the FTS Advanced Database. You can use the Data-Lite database as well. Everybody focuses on building systems, making things. I just want to be able to do that, and that's it. One of the things I use this for, you can use it to build your day-to-day trading. I said I can't remember whether it was a podcast or newsletter recently in the last couple of weeks. This is just a fantastic tool, whatever way you want to trade football, if you just apply yourself and go about it with a bit of logic and again find things that suit you. So you can literally use this database just to build or pick out 2 or 3 trades a day. If you wanted to do that, and you've got all the usual things that are always going to apply. Doesn't matter what we do, discipline, game selection, execution, it's never, but you can use it on that rather than trying to trawl a massive database to find systems. So all I do here is I get the weekend fixtures. I generally look at, firstly, home teams odds on, because we want the market telling us they have the best chance. Obviously, the odds might change a bit from the weekend. I don't tend to do the real short one, so I tend to do 1.5 to 1.99 just to pull out, the Bayern Munich's at home, and I would say Man City's at home, but you don't know what they're doing at the minute. Some game that earlier. And then I go all the way to the end. I've just got my form columns on the end. This one's a little bit mashed out, this sheet, but don't worry, it's all there. I've just got other stuff that I keep. So I'm just going to go and get the form. And then I go and get the form green, so I'm just trying to focus purely on going into this weekend games that are on form. We've got green form at home, and the market's giving us odds on. So that just automatically shortens my list down. I'm not going to do the USA MLS, so I can take them out. So all of a sudden now I've got 157 games this weekend. I've got down into a list of just 12. 15. I'm going to say there's a few more at the top. Sociedad playing now. What are they doing? Sociedad. Where's that game? I'm sure they were just playing. Hold on a second. What have they played? Oh, it's finished, isn't it? Did I get on? I lost 2-0. There you go. Form teams that lose 2-0. 5-2 there. This lot have just been finished as well. So I build that down, and then I go to my database, and I basically get my FTS advanced result sheet, and I filter that exactly the same. So between 1.5 and 1.99. But I'm not going to put the form on for the minute because I just want to see the team overall. If we put the form on, what will happen is we end up with really small sample sizes. I know the team's on form, so I'm using that as my guide. Team's on form, the market's telling me, and then I'll just go back here. I won't do the games that have been played, stock what's playing. So Arsenal this evening, so I'd start with Arsenal. So I just literally then go and look at, right, what happens in the markets. And all I'm doing is putting Arsenal in here. Starts with W, doesn't it? WOO. Where's Woolwich? It's not there. AR. And we can see we've got Arsenal in the database. 29 times they've been between that odds price. And all I do is have a quick flick along the markets and see if anything catches my eye. Now, under 1.5 and under 2.5, laying under 2.5 back in overs catches your eye. I then look and think, well, no, if you look at Reese, there's a few sevens in there. I don't want that. It's not bad. 7, 6.2. It's not really my prices, so I'd have a look at the price. But laying under 1.5 at Arsenal would be perhaps an option or something that you could trade. If it's 0-0, 20 minutes, do the 20, 27, 35. So I just would put that marker down. Go and have a look, see the first half stuff, see if there's anything. Both teams to score, yes, is pretty good. 11 points. This is all after commission. Nothing in the first half goals market. So laying under 1.5, under 2.5, or both teams to score. And all I do is make notes of that. And then I'll go down to the next game. On the day sheet here. Celta Vigo. I just filter through them, and all I do is make little notes. And then once I've got that short list that I've written out, I can give it a bit more detail. You can check if you wanted to the fixed league stats for the form. So Celta Vigo, have a quick skit across. Laying the away team when Celta Vigo are home. But again, you've just got to decide whether you want to take these prices on. They're not really for me. That's not what I'm looking to do. I want fairly sort of low risk trades. Nothing really in the goal markets over 2.5, 0.47. Over no, nothing there, nothing there. Nothing in the first half, so it doesn't take me long. And then the next one was, who was next? Fiorentina versus Parma. So we'll just go back here. I'll just use that search feature and type it in, so you don't have to fall through long lists. Fiorentina, got 40 games, Fiorentina. Decent sample size, obviously if it only came up 10, but if you get 25 plus, very effective. Nothing there in the goal markets though at all. Looking at that, nothing there, nothing there. Whilst these are things, I don't look at the lane over 4.5. One, it's the prices, and two, there's just never any money there. If you go back over here and look at the volume, it's not bad, but there's a lot of 900s, 400s. So I don't tend to get involved in them. They're more for in play for me, the bigger markets. First half under 0.5, 10 points, really good run at the moment. They only had a couple of losers in the last sort of 19 points in the last 27 games. So that sort of thing I look at and I go, right, I'll note that down, maybe on into 0-0 on 20 minutes. The first half goal, there's nothing in the over 1.5 I'd leave. And you just work through them like that. And you can find 2 or 3, as long as you're not greedy and you use your brains. you can find 2 or 3 games pretty much every day that start to give you stuff that you want to look at. You know, first half 0.5 Hibs, 12 points. So that's basically what I do, and that's the Hibs. There you go, under 1.5. You see, look, only one loser in the last 18, 19 games. And then you decide again, right, got my shortlist. Well, how am I going to execute it? Do you want to just do them for the start and ride the variance a bit, and you will have it? It's not saying all of them's going to win. Or do you want to wait 20, 25 minutes and enter them a little bit later and get the, and do the drips, do the 1 point. You could do first half goal 20, 25, 30 or 25, 35, 1.5, 20, 27, 35. So you've just got to have a clear plan. But it's a really good way of finding just 2 or 3 trades a day that are fairly low risk and usually pretty successful. And all I've been doing is trying to show one in the newsletter and sort of walk you through it. But that's basically it, Steve. You can go off and do what you want to do now. Right, before we go on, any questions on that? Anyone got any questions? Let me just catch up with the hellos. Hello, James. Hello. Greetings, Mr. Smith. He's got his Adidas's at home today. Tony Gibson, ADB, Philip, hello. Mark Good, Pooey, nice. And the championship looking bare for first half goals. It does look a bit. I've not really been paying any attention to scores. You're welcome, Steve. Forest 0-0, Southampton 0-0, Cardiff 0-0, suspended Luton 0-0, Millwall 0-0, Sheffield Wednesday 0-0, Sunderland 0-0, Portsmouth 0-0. Flipping dearie me. Yeah, rubbish, isn't it? That means there's going to be cocktails in the second half that we're going to lump on. Right, I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to bring myself back now. There I am. There I am. There I am. Lovely. And I'm going to get the in-play tool up now. We'll have a look at some of these going into the second half, maybe even the end of the German games. Where goals were plenty in the first half and there haven't been any in the second half. Right, so let's bring that up. And we're just going to do a little bit of one and out stuff. And if we get a goal, we might be able to play the little graphic, mightn't we? That's all you lot have tuned in for. Share screen. Window. If I can find it there. There we go. I'm hoping you can all see that. Well done, Troy. Troy's on the over 2.5 at Tamworth. I don't talk about Tamworth. Troy Spurs couldn't even beat them. Right, and we've got these games coming up to 68, 69, 70 minutes, and we're looking for green. But I'm just going to show you, we've started the slow release of this. So some of you have seen that. Right, so this here now, look at this is good, you'll like this. So what I want to focus on, I want to focus on games where the over 2.5 moved in. So I can go down here to, we want to get to the 3 o'clock kickoffs, not the, I don't like the scroll on this with my mouse. So you can see the ticks down the left-hand side column there. So I'm ticking the games where the over 2.5 has moved in. So I'm just going to make sure I've got them all right down, and Boa Vista has there. So I just tick them so you can see out of the games that we've got on screen. I've selected 16. I click export. And I go to my in-play tool and say import, and then filter to true, and it brings me in 16 games that were over 2.5. So I can select games on the odds movement page. You can put whatever filters you want, and then export them and bring them into your in-play sheet, and you don't have to keep looking back. So now I've got a nice list of the games that the odds moved in. We don't need to worry about this one. That's not going to give us any green, but as we look to move into the second half, we're going to look at these games here. Below that might change. Brighton, Luton, Sheffield Wednesday, West Brom, Barnsley, Dundee, these games here, we're going to look at them and see if we can find a little bit of second half value. I'm just going to hide a column. I'm going to take that lay under 1.5 out so that we've got just the goal zone. Where is it? Get rid of you, so we've just got goals. That's it. Right, there we go. We're good. So we'll just see if any of these change over the next 8-10 minutes. I don't think the Freiburg Gladbach one will, but we'll see if the others do. You don't need me there now, do you? Fields of Green, yeah. Stings very good, that. Sam, not bad for you. Not bad for you, Sam. Right. We've got a nice little bit to get tucked into in the second half. But yeah, there's not a lot of goals going on again, is there? There was a few earlier, but a little bit quiet now. Like that Leeds game, who'd have had that? There have been people who've done their brains there. 2-1 after 13 minutes at Leeds. People that have been piling on over 5.5, 4.5. Wouldn't have had that finishing 2-1. City game was just mad. Plymouth Argyle came back to beat Sheffield United. Has anyone seen Carl flipping it? He'll be jumping up and down. Big game. Big game. The old Hibs game tomorrow. Big FTS game. We got a Hibs fan and a Dundee fan. Right, let's get that out of there, that out of there. Do. Leicester have scored a goal. Must be a strange old day. That run of results of Leicester. 7 losses, beat Spurs, 8 losses. Could not make it up. Gambling is recession proof, love it. It is. It's unfortunately not psychologically proof though. Right, we are set for the second half of these games, which you can see Sheffield Wednesday's kicked off. So we're going to do a little bit of second half trading here. Along the fields of barley. God, it got me singing that song now. Set. Right, who's going to crack first in the second half? That run again from Football 24. Forest, Southampton, Cardiff, Luton, Millwall, Portsmouth, Sheffield Wednesday, Sunderland. No goals, and then you just got QPR 1-1 in the middle. Absolute garbage. Big Masters, great leaderboard at the Masters. Absolutely awesome leaderboard for the weekend. We might have an exciting one. Still fancy Scotty. Evening, Ken. Right. And we is off. Green at Luton. Bit of green in Scotland. Value another first half goal at Boa Vista. If you wanted to do a little sort of 35 minutes onwards, small. Over 1.5 first half goals. There's a bit of value down there. Just again, you got to understand percentages. 40%, 60% of the time you lose, but you still win playing it 40% of the time. Crawley suspended. Oh, which way is that's a big FTS game? The old Leighton Orient fan, old Simon. Boa Vista. Boa Vista. Give it another couple of minutes. If it stays like that at Boa Vista, I'm going to have a small tickle for a late first half one. Doobie doo 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 doo. So, no, I'm not depleting. No, my daughter's here. That depletes me energy. Sam, my daughter's home for the weekend, so that sucks a bit of energy out. She Botoxed her lips, look like duck walked in the house. Is there anybody that has ever looked good with Botox lips? Is there any, honestly? It's one of the great. It's one of the great enigmas to me in life. When people look at that and go, "Yeah, that looks good." I'm good as Goldson. Well, that value's disappeared a bit at Boa Vista. Unfortunately, that's just eased down. That's why I said I'd wait a couple of minutes, 35 minutes, see what happens. There is still value, but I like to see it at least over 5%. It's only a couple of percent. It's fallen in line a bit. Nothing at Germany. See, sometimes you get this. You're just patience. Just got to be patient. George Clooney, that's me, son. Clooney looks. Yeah. He walked in the door. I can buy a Leverkusen 0-0. I've not got that game because it didn't shorten up. I'm only doing games where the over 2.5 shortened, but buy a Leverkusen are normally good for a late, aren't they? They've been unbelievable the last 2 seasons for late goals. Yeah. Botox. Who knows, eh? Didn't think I'd be talking about that this afternoon, did you? And we'll get the old, get into this second half, get the goal graphic going. I'll even you all that afternoon, Steve. Nice win for Leeds earlier, son. Horror challenge. Oh, Crawley won. Leighton Orient got an equaliser. No second half goals in Germany. Incredible, isn't it? Funny old goal one at Bochum. Just one there. Oh, leg breaker. Doesn't look good there. Let's have a look. I just want to check this. Yeah, no. Oh, Vista's a no. Okay. Not enough value there. But incredible. Those games raced into 2-0 at Hoffenheim. And, oh, yeah, red card. I see. Red card, Augsburg. Raced into 2-0s and 1-1s. Gladbach, Holstein kill Hoffenheim. And then no goals at all, like the Leeds game. 2-1 in 13 minutes. And then they suddenly realised they can defend. St Mirren 2-1 up. The mighty St Mirren. Still looking out for my Scottish team now. I'm still trying to determine who it is. St Mirren might be on the cards. I think I backed over under 2.5 in that game. I did, yeah, lovely. Beautiful. Nice. Nice. Luton, see, I did a first half goal at Luton and they come out second half and get one. Wankers. Right. So, no value on goals in Germany either. It seems. Look how much this has all just gone red, isn't it? Isn't it a horrible day? This is the joys of it doing it live. See, like live TV, you can't make up any shit. You look and think, and then all of a sudden, everything just look at that Crawley that's been turned around. Other than the Brighton game, all of a sudden, 10 minutes into the second half, and it's gone sea of red. But it's there. Or for the colourblind, sea of orange. There you go. Back to, I've got so used to looking at this as pink and green now. The blue and orange does me. Blue is basically green, orange is red. For the colourblind. Yeah, I think I'm all right for Good Friday. I'll let you know if any different. I did see your message. I just haven't had a chance to look. Yeah, we don't really do Easter Sunday. It's just for our cross buns, isn't it? That's all it's for. That's all it's good for. Right, it's a bit of patience required here, team. We just need to sit back and see if any opportunities. This is one of them where people go, oh, I've got to get in something. Perhaps I'll look at games where it hasn't shortened or it's only a little bit of red. I'll go for that one. This is the skill of the game. You've just got to be patient. And if there aren't opportunities, there's always later. There's always another day. I just happened to pick a slot. I thought 3 o'clock, we're bound to get something. But that is not looking very pretty. I don't like that tool. It doesn't give me any bits. One person bite on my little podcast. Congrats to Arsenal. Beautiful. Sent me a message this morning. I thought you were going to say something nice about Arsenal. I said, I did. Has the goal average risen at all this last few weeks? No, Ken. Last week was poor. Week before was okay. Then last week, I think was for without taking out the summer leagues, was about 2.5. It's been a steady, subdued period. It's not horrific today. Just in the games that have kicked off at 3 o'clock, it's horrific. But I mean, you look at that in Germany, that is unusual. Not a second half goal bar. Oakham game. Do I have Hetafe selected? We do, so we got that as we move into the second half. Yeah, I hope so, Ken. It's all been just a bit of more of a sort of grind the last few weeks more than anything, isn't it? Just just have to be patient, and the goals, it will all level itself out. I mean, there's goals in the board on the board here today, but just not. You want what you want is a load of 1-0s, 0-1s with Green, and then get some second halves. But it's sort of load of first half goals in Germany, no first half goals in England, no second half goals in Germany. You might see a load of second half goals in England. But Suspended at Brighton. I do like this. I like the fact that I can just see it all on here now. I don't have to go and look on BetAngel. I can just sit with one screen and get everything working as we want to. Brighton penalty. Old Damo, you've been, I don't know whether Damo was in. Damo, you've been superseded, son. We've got a new Soccer Saturday correspondent. Old Thrangus is all over it. And Brighton have scored the penalty. Brighton 2, Leicester 1. Now sitting by the old pool in Tenerife. It's a layers day out. Been right up your street, son. Back in unders, laying the overs. Is he trying to goal dance to get some in Germany? Yeah, it's looking at the numbers, son. I wouldn't hold your breath. Who's that? Had somebody sent off there? Blackburn had one sent off. It'll be all over the Red Sea. Well, you might be on the list. The invites are going out. It's bloody odd, haven't it? I don't get to use my goal. We've got to sit here, even if we have to sit here till 10 o'clock tonight to get the goal graphic out. See, last week's preset trading list. I just thought, we'll do some second half stuff this week. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, Sunderland 1-0 down. Are they still in the race to come up, Sunderland? Mark. Swansea have scored. Mark Manfield, 1 for Wales, son. Up the Welsh. I know you like to cheer on Wales. Oh, you're such a wanker. Oh, Stockport, good goal, big goal for them. Top League One. Well, I do apologise when it's like this team, but I'm not playing the games, and we can only get involved when, or I will only get involved when there is decent value, and this lot is a shower of shite. But I have shown you how you could find 2 or 3 little trades. So, oh, there you go. There's a goal at the red card hasn't stopped them. There's a goal at Bochum Augsburg. I've got people texting me about the golf. Leave me alone. It's Saturday afternoon. Due to lack of value, any comments on Spurs game and chances next week? I thought we played really well on Thursday, particularly in the second half. I'll be honest. I know everybody is down and beats Spurs up, and I am very honest when we're shite. I thought we played pretty well on Thursday. The goal we gave away was pathetic. Just if you watch that goal and watch the goal that who's the lad on loan at Chelsea? Sancho scored when Chelsea beat us 4-2. If you get that goal up on YouTube and then watch that goal on Thursday on YouTube, they're basically a carbon copy of each other. And that just highlights the things that Ange hasn't sorted out. But I thought we played well. I thought really unlucky not to win the game. Just couldn't get the ball in the net, hit the woodwork a couple of times. But yeah, I don't think we'll go through. I think that was I just think we'll rue the ball not going in the net. I think we're not being great away. Gladbach, Freiburg, there's another one. They're all coming in now. Here you go. Look, see, they're all leaving it till the last knock-ins. That's helped me because I had a decent bet on over 2.5 there. So that's oh, I had one at St. Pauli. Oh yes, all of a sudden, look at that, amazing, isn't it? We're just talking about it and amazing. You get 3 90th minute goals. But the Gladbach one, I'd had a decent bet on. I was on over 2.5 at Holston Kiel, but I was on a good over 2.5 at Gladbach. So that has what you don't want to see now is it chalked off. But that is, yeah, what a little run that is. Beautiful. There you are. See, in fact, for the Gladbach one, we've got to have it, haven't we? We'll do it. I mean, it's not a live, it's not an official live, but for the Gladbach. For that, just for that little German performance there, we've got to have it. The yeah, that is that's turned out what they say turned out nice. That funny old game, isn't it? It is a funny old game. You go from looking like doing a good few quid to winning a good few quid in literally a couple of kicks of a football. Never makes any sense. You try and make sense of it, you just go mental. You try and put it in pigeonholes. The am I on Hoffenheim? I don't know if I'm on Hoffenheim. Oh, Hoffenheim, I was on both teams to score. I had a bet on both teams to score at Hoffenheim. But all of a sudden, it's turned out nice, which is handy. Right, what I'm going to do is see if any of these other games. St Mirren 2-2. I'm just going on here. Just want to see if any other games I need to add to my screen. Oh, I don't like this. My mouse doesn't like scrolling this page. Hartberg, Waltons, Monaco. Export. Import. Right, there's literally the game that is going to look like a value are these two down at the bottom. So we're going to have to stay for another 10 or 15 minutes. Everybody's trapped, nobody can leave. Everybody stay where you are and see if there's any value there. But I always look at these. People will be going, oh, well, I joined one of them live sessions. He didn't do anything. Oh, fuck's sake, Millwall. Jesus, what is going on if Steve Elliott's still about? Will Carrick get the job done and get them up in the Premier League? I always think they're valuable lessons that, it is learning patience, discipline is almost, if not more important than picking away going bet. Last week we had a few bits of action. This week it's a little bit dead. But the numbers on the screen don't lie. It is red. That doesn't mean there's going to be goals, but you want to be betting where you're getting the price and the value in your favour. Hoffenheim mates red card. That's no good. See on both teams to score down the Swanee. Mainz, hate Mainz. But that's, that little German flurry, that was lovely. All of a sudden, and the game I thought might pop up a late goal is looking like ending 0-0 at Leverkusen. I'd like to see Union Berlin's defence. They don't give up a lot of goals. Southampton holding Villa. So what with Forest, with City coming back, Villa, they'll be going out the Champions League to PSG. All rides, can they get that? 5 places, the only flipping season there's not 5 places. Last year, Tottenham didn't get England didn't get the 5th place in the Champions League, who finished 5th. Spurs. See, we're just cursed. We're absolutely cursed. There'll be 5 places forevermore. And, we are shite. Full time Leverkusen 0-0. Harry inches ever closer to his first trophy. Keep an eye on this. I'm going to uncheck these now because we're not going to be looking at that. We're not going to be looking at you. We're not looking at you. We'll leave you there for the minute. We'll leave these here just in case anything turns round as we get towards 80 minutes. But we'll be focusing down here. Well, it's gone 1-1 at Hetafe. It's gone 2-0 at Wattens. Goals just going in the wrong time. No second, no third at Hoffenheim, I'm afraid. Brangus. No third there, son. The red card was all. Monaco, no value. The reason there's no value there is because that's just a ridiculous XG, because these two have been generating goals for fun, so that's why we just got a tiny sample size. All of 4 games, you see. Mark will be at me. Bolton all suspended at Villa or Southampton. And it's a 10 for Villa, is it? That's is Ruud van Nistelrooy the worst Premier League management appointment ever? Has there been a worse one? Can anybody think? I'm not talking about a manager who's brought a team up from the Championship and stayed and maybe hasn't quite cut it in the Premier League, but actually appointing a manager. Has Ruud van Nistelrooy been the worst ever? I'll get a bit of value, a late one at Brighton in the next 10 minutes. They missed the penalty, have they? The Saints. I'll win the Saints. Go on, Pep. You can come out. You've made a few, but yeah, I'm still not sure. I'm not sure that he's not the worst. Actually going out appointing somebody. How the hell did they win at Tottenham? Leicester. Almost comedy, isn't it? Big Ange, you'll have his excuses. That's still good value at Hetafe, even at 1-1, which is good. Yeah, I agree. If you'd kept Cooper, you wouldn't have been in this mess. It's just a really. I look at it and think he will get the sack from Leicester. He'll get the hoof, and then somebody else eventually will give him a job on it. He will get another one somewhere else, unless he does a Neville and turns it in. But I mean, they're absolutely fucking terrible. Pompey straight back with an equaliser. Right, we need to into these bottom few games, we'll get a late goal and then we can get the old graphic out for one more time. We might keep an eye on this one here as well. Yeah, no, you'll sack him at the end, won't you? You'll get rid of it in the summer. Ready for the championship. Are you in trouble if you go in the championship, Chris? Because there was talk of that, wasn't there? But it was because it was different leagues. Are they going to get done when they go down? Leicester as well. Are they going to be in a real mess? And I do feel for you. I feel for the football fans in all this because it's not their fault that these clubs are just so fucking terrible at running their businesses. You see that championship figures come out the other day. It's absolutely horrendous. You get a point here. I thought you did. I thought it was like trying to get it like carried into the Premier League, didn't they? And they fought it, didn't they? But game is absolutely gone. Oh, they've scored now, the Villa. So this one will change. This might give us a little opportunity for a late one as well. They do like a late goal in Southampton games, don't they, Patrick? Or 2 or 3. As you can see, if this star holds, this starts to become a little bit of value here. So we might all of a sudden get a little bit of Marco Asensio, the best player ever to wear the shirt. Best player ever to wear the shirt, honestly. The whole world just talks bollocks. We're being conditioned to it, walking around with our heads in devices, conditioned to talk bollocks and accept bollocks. All going to change. Once I've finished all my Friday Unfiltered, then we can launch the FTS party and off we go. Well, Nitesh is worried about his fantasy team. I don't do all that old stuff. Hard enough sweating on 4 figures on a flipping goal at Gladbach. I'm worrying about fantasy stuff. Quite a little bit of value from Southampton, so I might look there at 80 minutes onwards. This one the market will start to quicken up in a minute. Portsmouth Derby, 3 goals in about 5 minutes. Derby taking the lead in. Doesn't look like the middle batch here is going to give us anything. And then we can get into these 2 here, Getafe and Boa Vista. Oh, Leicester's suspended again. See, just thinking what could get in there, and then they go and let in another one. Can't even be reliable as a punting side, Chris. Oh no, it's alright, it's chalked off. Nothing happening. Southampton, yeah, there's value there. Yeah, both teams to score don't. It's Southampton. Yeah, oh, it is. Oh no, it's been. That's obviously not a goal at Leicester, is it? Is it 2-2? All the markets are gone. I need who's on Soccer Saturday duty. Oh, it is 2-2. Oh, look at that. I'll take it all back, Chris. They're brilliant. Hatafe's gone 2-1. Look, so you're just looking at these games thinking, oh, when they go and score? Wankers. Goal at Monaco. There's plenty of goals flying in, to be fair, just wrong time and the wrong games. Still value another one at Leicester. 5 minutes, that'll be handy. These two. Then get to 80 minutes. Let's get them loaded up in the old Guardian. Right on. Saints, mind you, the Saints value is dispersing as the minutes click down. Maybe not going to be anything there. And then, of course, when you've got the tool, you could go in any minute you like. You could have gone in at the Saints, but I just like to wait to the 80th minute and get. See what happens to that over the next couple of minutes. Watford have got one back at West Brom. Bolton, Barnsley. Oh, Southampton have let in another one anyway. There you go. So if you'd spotted the green earlier and got on, you're off to the races now, Patrick. Here we go. Right, bin that off. I'd say fold. They do fold. I mean, we looked like we were going to get 4 or 5 in the first half last week. They would. I mean, they played better second half, but they were absolutely woeful in the first half. Southampton last week. Spurs. And even this is only a sample size of 14, and it's borderline. You know, I like to see 20 plus. I'm not. There may well be a winner sort of game there where I wouldn't chase the goal. If you wanted to have a bet, I'd wait 80 minutes and lay the draw. A lot less risk. You lay the draw at Brighton. For minimal risk is another way to play it. Let's just have a little gander. If I go to match odds here, yeah, lay the draw is a little bit of value. See there, a little bit, so you can play it that way where you're laying odds on. A couple of minutes, that'll go down to about 1.7, 1.8. So we can click to the match odds and have a look. But there is still value here at Getafe, and there's value at Nacional, so we'll just keep them in our sights for the minute. Brighton's just coming up 80 minutes, and you could lay. Let's get 1.9 into the 1.8 now. So never heard of that guy who scored the second goal for Villa. Daniel Mallon. They rested players before they get beat by PSG again. I suppose they can't really afford to rest players, not they? Because they're chasing their fifth space with Newcastle and City, Chelsea. Comes to something, doesn't it? And the most exciting thing about the Premier League is the fourth place race. Jesus Christ. Best league in the world. Best league in the world. You're all getting excited about fourth place. The likes of Clough and Paisley would be rolling in their graves. Fuck you talking about fourth place. Right, so Leicester Villa, there is good value for another goal, but it's only a Brighton Leicester, only a sample size of 16, 80 minutes, and you can lay the draw 1.8. So if it was me, I certainly wouldn't be backing at less than evens there. I would be laying the draw, little drip, something like now on another, and then again on 85. You've got pretty low risk, and if there's one, just green up as soon as the goal goes in. The market settles. As Brighton find a way to nick a winner and condemn Leicester to yet another defeat. Right, now when I started this one, it has been a bit of a boring afternoon. I appreciate you all digging in. Patience, but I said 1 and out. This is another way that I use this tool. This is the sort of thing. So you don't always have to wait for 80 minutes. This here is a great value just for another goal, and you're getting plenty of time. So these are what I do like these. So here, and these would just be a single bet, just 1 and out. So I wouldn't drip or anything. These ones are just when it gets over 2 at Hetafe, just back in the next over. So it's 2-1, back in over 3.5. And I bet and leave them. And I do that in the first half, around 25 minutes. And I do it in games like this where you've got a big load of value, 1.67 to 2. And it gets to even money. Or just over. I always like just over even money so that you cover the com as well. So like 2.06, 2.08. But I don't drip them. I just put the bet in and leave it. And it's a nice way, if you're quite disciplined with it, you can pick up 3-4 points a month fairly steady, because there's not a massive ton of them, and you get a sort of 55-45 win rate. So you can see there, like they hit about 60%. You're not, so again, if you're expecting to win every one, don't listen to me, don't bother, go and join someone else. But they're quite a nice thing. So I'm back in over 3.5 at Hetafe, and I've got a nice little 20 minutes of action for a goal. And if it comes in, we'll be able to get the graphic out. If we get a goal at Brighton, the graphic's coming out. And if we get a goal at Getafe, however anybody wants to say it. Where is it? I'll find it. There, 3.5. Right. Yeah. It's just ticked over now. It's 2:04 now. So it's just ticking over. Be lovely. And there. There's value at St Mirren, but tiny sample size. Don't get many 2-2s in Scotland. You get 1-0, Motherwell 0-0. Good result for Motherwell, that. And Arts, they've both been poor. Right, Hetafe, my little beauties. Let's have you. Right. I've no idea what the Dutch G sounds like, so I'm going to stay with the Tafe. I know what the Irish G sounds like. It sounds like Jerd. Oh, there you go. Go with St Mirren. See, there was good value there, but it was a tiny sample size, but it has gone 3-2. See, tall doesn't lie. And Ken's given us a couple of questions for this tool. What you being a tool, or do you mean the in-play tool? Oh yeah, Chris, Chris is like, see, Chris keeps us honest. Kerry's on another holiday. It's what do you call it? Kerry's on another holiday because it's half term or Easter holidays. One of them, I don't know. No idea. Like and subscribe. Right. Oh, there's goal at the Tafe. There you go. Hold on a second. Hold your little horses. We've got to wait just to get it all confirmed. Just got to get it all confirmed. Yeah, see, it's never a waste of an afternoon. That's a perfect reward for patience, that is. See? Perfect reward for a little bit of patience. Right, I'm going early. I'm going to rely on the fact that VAR's not going to be nasty. Getafe. We're getting it all now. There you go. See? Patience. Just a little bit of patience. See, that's probably the best lesson of all these. Just sit in there quietly. Lots of people have been getting frustrated. He hasn't done anything. We haven't had any bets. Why has he not done anything? There ain't nothing. And there you go. You get rewarded there. Wait for the opportunities to come to you. If you did that, you'd all be much more successful. Right, let's ask, what was he doing? Could it be automated to... yeah, you'd be able to set it up that it could send them to a FTS bot, which may or may not exist. Fungus. Yeah, I mean, the attaching the Kelly counter would just be a staking thing that we'd have to sort out. But the concept of sending them to a bot would be is definitely not beyond the realms. If an FTS bot did or did not exist, I'm not obligated to say. If I told you it did, I'd have to kill you. So, yeah, the highlight of the is to see can Leicester hold out and Brighton join Tottenham in being teams that Leicester couldn't beat Leicester. Mind you, we managed to lose. But there you go, Steve. Getafe. I like that. I'm going to go with that. Getafe. Where is the old fish? I was thinking about what you said last week. I'm going to bring myself back in now because we're going. Oh, there we go. I'm going to publish a couple of dates. I'll probably. Oh, Bolton Wanderers at the right pasting. New manager's working out well. Oh, Crawley is Leighton Orient flying up. I'm going to do I'll be publishing a date. I'm up north, and I'm going to come to Birmingham on me. No, it's not Getafe. It is now. They're called Getafe. Everybody will be saying it by the end of the season, even the commentators. And I'm going to, and I'll do one in Middle Earth. I need you to give me somewhere to go though, Damo, for the sort of start of June. Like the last week of the season is the 25th of May. Spurs will then be winning the Europa League. I need to get over that, and then I'll come up and do Middle Earth, and then I'll either go up north and do Middle Earth on the way back, or do Middle Earth and go up north. Oh, there'll be a London one. Yes, of course there will. This year we'll be doing London. How do you pronounce Gijon? Yeah, like Gijon, chicken Gijons. What do you mean you only know Coventry? Have a look round, men. Use the internet. Birmingham New Street. How much? What's near Birmingham New Street? Have a look. Find out. Explore your area. I don't have to get off at Birmingham New Street. I can get off somewhere else. You can't be saying, "Oh, what about a Middle Earth do?" And then you go, "Okay, where should we go?" Oh, I don't know. You know, typical Middle Earth. Only know Coventry. Only know Coventry. Don't I? Don't know anywhere else. Only know my own street. It's called Birmingham Grand Central. Is it? Why? Who do they think they are? Oh, Everton have nicked a late one against Forest. Whoop-de-woo. Forest, the masters of defending and nicking goals on the counter, have been robbed at the end. Maybe get Taffy. Might be, yeah, like that one as well. That's good. That's good, Mark. Are you all not playing today? Have they played? Oh, yeah, 0-0 with Stoke. Oh, you had Nottingham Forest home games. Well, that has just gone well and truly down the shitter. Yeah, all right, Al, yeah, 22nd, I'm dry. Oh, lovely if it is 3-0 Southampton. That is beautiful because I'm on over 2.5. Oh, this is, I tell you what, when we moan about goals, 90th minute goals in this last hour have been an absolute saver for me. I can get in. Lovely. Yeah, 22nd, I'm driving. I'm driving up on the 22nd. I'm going all the way up in one day. And then I think we're back May the 3rd or something like that. So we're up for a good 10 days. We've got genuinely nothing planned. We're just gonna be exploring. Southampton 0, Villa 3. Flipping dearie me. Right. How long to go at Brighton Leicester? See about the feeling. See, I was absolutely convinced that Brighton would grab a winner. And it just shows you nothing to do with. Should never bet the feelings. That's why I don't. Just had it in me. Felt it in me water that Brighton would grab a winner. And loads of people bet on that. Brighton will grab a winner. There was a little bit of value, as I showed you, laying the draw, but it wasn't a big sample size. Oh, that Southampton one, that is a flipping beauty. That is proper nice. Two absolute fucking pearlers there, Gladbach and Southampton. I almost need a packet of hot cross buns to celebrate. All bit of time left at Brighton. Can Leicester hold on, Chris? Can they hold on, son? Oh, here's another one now. We got about 82. Getafe. That's what I said, Getafe. That's what I was saying at the start. We've been right round in circles. I just like the Getafe. Asensio's missed another penalty. What? He can't have done. He's the best player. He's the best player to wear the shirt. Oh, I'm not doing hee-haw. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Behave yourself again. Flipping it. He's becoming a linguistics expert. Welcome to the FTS Linguistics School with Ken Moore. You better have liked and subscribed after that flipping Getafe goal, or I'm not bothering to do these anymore. Forest, smash and grab by Everton. Oh, Moyes done incredible there, hasn't he? Absolutely got to give him. Just absolutely incredible. Mind you, that was never. Yeah, Al's in Tenerife. Al, get them on the blower. Get them all up in here. It was. Patience, have a little patience. It was. That's the one thing. If you watch this back or pay any attention to these, you've had me waffling for an hour, but the main, I mean, obviously the set and forgets that people had on the 2.5s, but the Hetafe one was just a prime moment of you sit and wait for the opportunity. And then you go, and that was the standout one on the screen all afternoon. Getafe, Hetafe, Getafe, whoever they want to call themselves, or Get Taffy, as our friend in Wales says. Get Taffy. I like that one. Get Taffy. So entertain yourself somewhere. Like you asked this morning, what music do you play? Pick of the Pops for me, Rungus. I just play Pick of the Pops on. I just go back through all the past episodes. It's what I normally have on. And you live a little bit of 70s, 80s memories, 90s memories. Like Villa 0-3. Leicester hanging on. Oh, Daffy Duck was owning. Sweet reward win at Newbury. All we need is Brentford winning later. It'll be a lovely weekend, won't it? And I'm sure we'd all like to see a couple of early Madrid goals on Wednesday, just to make it interesting. Just get a couple of early, Madrid 2-0 up in 30 minutes. Would just make it all interesting for viewers, wouldn't it? We're in the game for entertainment. I don't think for 1 minute that will happen, by the way. I think Arsenal are comfortably through. I do not think there is a chance of Real Madrid scoring 3 goals. Certainly not 3 goals without response against the Goons. Well, Chris, you can celebrate a point, son, by looks of. Surely not even Leicester can mess that one up. All-time save. Looks like, why is Cardiff 10 minutes behind? Do they have another little scrap down there? Or was in trouble? Who'd have thought that most of the afternoon was working out ways to pronounce Get Taffy. Right, I'm going to wait till the final whistle at Brighton, and then I'm going to let you all go. And I might. I know I say this. I don't know what's on tomorrow. I don't know what my daughter's doing. But if there's nothing on, I haven't got a massive amount on tomorrow until the golf in the evening. So if she's not doing anything, I might jump on tomorrow. I might do a little spontaneous one. So keep an eye on the Telegram room. I'll see how things are. Right, I'm out of here, guys. Have a lovely day. Sorry there wasn't a bit more action, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. Not much going on. And I will, I'll definitely be back next Saturday, but I might jump on tomorrow. Enjoy the golf tonight.